Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have 3 stories to share with you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Starting with this one, top real estate company now accepts XRP for property purchases in Japan. And so it turns out there's more than one thing that you can do with XRP. It turns out that XRP is actually just really good, broadly speaking, at being used for payments. It actually functions as a peer-to-peer cash system, which was the entire purpose of Bitcoin originally. I mean, as outlined in the original white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin peer-to-peer cash system. Now, we all know it's actually not that. It's just being used as a store of value on layer 1 anyway. That's it. It's the pet rock of crypto. Kind of cute, right? I'm still kind of fond of it, though. It started this whole thing. It kicked it all off. But XRP actually can do this stuff because it settles in real time, 3 to 5 seconds, and transactions are so cheap, they might as well be free. Fractions of a penny. That's it. And so, just consider this. You know, if XRP is going to take off, some of you might be dreaming about your dream home, and you actually could, technically you could do it wherever, it's just that there are tax implications in certain regions, but here, it's actually being pushed, in Japan specifically, and if XRP is going to the moon, as they say, you could just cut right to the chase here and not even have to sell it. That's a thought, isn't it? I mean, that's actually some people's strategy in our community. It's actually to never sell XRP anyway. There's also this. Bitnomial launches U.S. first ever XRP futures after dropping lawsuit against SEC. You'll love to see it, and that's just further proof that XRP, it's got long-term viability, and the degree to which it does have that just keeps increasing. And then we have this. Ripple CEO makes bold predictions for XRP after SEC drops lawsuit. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, into this first piece. And this is a good time to be talking about this before the blow-off top happens for the entire crypto asset class and XRP specifically. Tokyo-based real estate company Open House Group Company, Ltd., announces it now accepts XRP as a payment option to simplify the process of buying properties in Japan. Emi Yoshikawa, former vice president of strategy initiatives at Ripple, highlighted this development in a recent X post. Recall that on January 31st, 2025, Open House introduced crypto payment options for property purchases, and at the time, it initially supported the 2 largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company has extended its payment options to include more crypto assets, including XRP, and following this development, international customers can utilize XRP to pay for properties in Japan. So, folks, and I've said this before, but it's probably been a while since I talked about this, but I understand, of course. Again, using a cryptocurrency as a peer-to-peer cash system, the first idea envisioned by Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto, in terms of cryptocurrencies broadly being used, regularly being used for day-to-day payments in large transactions, that may be one of the later use cases that's pretty broadly adopted, even though you can do it today. But in terms of broad adoption, it might be among the last. And it's just interesting because XRP being used as a bridge currency, which is a primary thrust for XRP as Ripple's pushing it anyway, which they've been doing for a long time now. It's just interesting that that's actually getting traction faster. I mean, it really is, though, because just using XRP for global remittances, it just makes sense. And just the idea of broadly stated just using crypto for remittances, that makes sense because you remove so much friction. And so this was always an obvious win, this use case. But just because that's one of the more popular use cases that's adopted early on in XRP's life cycle, it doesn't mean that it can't and won't be used in place of money. You know, the more popular that becomes, of course XRP would be an incredible candidate for that because it just freaking works. There's no friction with XRP. Again, it's cheap and it settles in real time. And you don't need, there's no counterparty risk. There's no third party that can, as a central authority, shut down transactions or tell you what to do or confiscate this. It's perfect. It's got those attributes of cryptocurrencies which people find very appealing. And, outside of government interference where there can be tax implications, you can just do this stuff. And yeah, as XRP is going to be worth way more, if you got the right amount of XRP, you actually could just buy a house, especially after the blow-off top happens. I'd be willing to bet. Here's this article now. Bitnomial launches U.S. first ever XRP futures after dropping lawsuit against SEC. Chicago-based crypto exchange Bitnomial will debut the first ever XRP futures trading in the United States today after dropping its lawsuit against the SEC. These are lying thick and fast for the XRP ecosystem. A few hours after Ripple CEO announced that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission would no longer pursue litigation against the firm, a prominent exchange has announced it would launch the first ever XRP futures product in the United States. On Wednesday, Bitnomial announced the futures contract will launch on its exchange today, allowing users to trade the asset. The trading platform announced that the Commodity Futures Trading Commission would regulate the XRP product, a breakthrough in the assets classification. Okay, so I personally am against leverage trading, but people want to do it, and I want people to do whatever the hell they want, even if I think it's a bad idea. It doesn't matter. Freedom kind of matters in life. I'm a big proponent for that. So I think it's a dumbass idea for most people, unless you're some sort of advanced trader, in which case maybe you can successfully use this, but that's almost 0% of humans anyway. But hey, do whatever you want to do. You can buy your meme coins. I don't care. Do you. You do you, girl. I don't even care. But either way, given that this is an investment vehicle in other asset classes and for other cryptocurrencies, yes, of course it should be available for XRP. Of course it should. And so it's just one more piece of news that you can look at and be like, yeah, well, the ecosystem keeps developing, the adoption keeps happening, and this is another thing, yet one more thing that will help to ensure the long-term viability of XRP specifically. So I do love to see it for that reason. Here's the third story. Ripple CEO makes bold predictions for XRP after SEC drops lawsuit. With the SEC dropping its lawsuit against Ripple, the company's CEO Brad Garlinghouse was featured in a Bloomberg interview making bold predictions for XRP. And during the interview, he commented on why Ripple has not dropped its cross-appeal against the SEC and other XRP-related topics. He was asked why the U.S. Digital Asset Stockpile Executive Order did not specifically mention XRP as part of the stockpile. Now, responding, Garlinghouse expressed confidence about XRP's potential inclusion in the reserve. And so I will pause and note, yes, it would have been nice to have XRP specifically cited, but it seems like a no-brainer that XRP is going to be included in the damn thing. We'll see what acquisition looks like, effectively, because it's supposed to XRP is only supposed to be for the stockpile anyway, or any coin, included in the stockpile if it's been seized through ill-gotten gains from some individual, so if it's confiscated by the United States government. And it's actually not even technically clear on whether or not the United States government holds any XRP as a result. We don't technically know for sure. We're still waiting on that answer. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We'll find out. But, given that Trump was, of course, talking about XRP and a few other select cryptos, yeah, why wouldn't that then go in this? It seems like a no-brainer to me anyway. Anyway, the Ripple CEO explained that President Trump had already mentioned XRP as part of the initiative in a Truth Social post prior to the executive order. According to him, the U.S. plans to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve, along with a digital asset stockpile featuring other crypto assets, with XRP being one of them. When quizzed about how much XRP will be featured in the crypto stockpile, Garlinghouse did not provide a specific answer. However, he noted that the stockpile will comprise seized cryptos. Yeah, and so again, we don't know for sure if XRP is in there. It could, like the government actually could, and we just could, maybe just didn't make it to the news. That's very possible. But there's never been anything publicly declaring that XRP in any capacity is held by the government, so I don't know. Anyway, notably, the blockchain wallet holding these seized cryptos currently boasts a holding of $17.45 billion worth of assets, including nearly 20,000 Bitcoin. XRP is not part of the crypto assets held in the wallet. All right, now as far as the ETF, check this out. Meanwhile, Garlinghouse also expressed confidence that XRP will secure an ETF this year. Specifically, he mentioned that at least one XRP ETF will go live in the second half of 2025. Okay, and I've been predicting that as well because it just seems like a no-brainer. This is the first pro-crypto administration in the history of the United States. Obviously, to me it seems obvious in a way. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I mean, we're going to have a pro-crypto SEC chair for the first time in history. Yes, this is what's happening. It's coming from the top on down. And then they also go on to cite that, here's subheading, growing demand for XRP. The Ripple CEO suggested that there is growing demand for XRP among institutional investors as reflected in the surge in inflows into offshore-based XRP ETPs, exchange-traded products. According to him, while other crypto ETPs are seeing outflows, those tied to XRP have recorded strong inflows. That's true. And I've been reporting news along those lines, including, there's a weekly coin shares report, and I highlight that from time to time. And there are massive outflows last I checked. I guess it was last week then. for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and XRP was actually up. And not like an insane amount, but for XRP to be up while everything else is devastatingly down, yeah, that does show that there's, on an institutional level, strong interest in XRP. Again, all of this bodes well for the long-term viability of XRP, and I'm just glad that I figured out that this thing exists and understood what it is before the rest of the humans on the planet, and I'm willing to bet that you guys feel the same. You did find something before the masses. Less than 1% of humans have ever owned any XRP at any point in history, and here, where the price already is this high? Just imagine when more people jump in. It's going to go completely ham. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.